Arizona State University. Please rise as we welcome the graduating class of 2022. Please be seated as we welcome to the podium Adam Chodorow, Co-Interim Dean of the Sandra Day O'Connor College of Law.
All right, come on, we got to get it on. Can you all hear me? All right, there we go. We got it. So welcome to the 2022 Sandra Day O'Connor College of Law Convocation Ceremony. We're here today to celebrate those earning count them, 5 different degrees. We've got the JD, the LLM, the Masters of Legal Studies, the Masters of Sports Law and Business, and our brand new Masters of Human Resources and Employment Law. So now, in a typical graduation, we celebrate one class, which of course this year would be the class of 2022. But this year it's a little different. I don't know if you know this, but we've been going through this pandemic thing the last couple of years, and we were unable to hold in-person graduations during the period. In fact, this is our first in-person graduation since 2019. So give yourselves a round of applause for making it to making it here. So we felt really bad for the students who graduated the prior 2 years who couldn't have the opportunity to come here and participate. So we've invited them as well, and we have a number of members of the class of 2020 and 2021 who have joined us. So it's 3 times as joyous and about 15 times as long. I hope you brought food and a sleeping bag. So it's amazing to see all of you, graduates, family, friends, colleagues, and I think it's time to start it off the right way, which is a rousing round of applause for our graduates. I mean, can you guys believe you finally made it? You know, it seems like only yesterday you guys were here bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. I'm pretty sure we beat that out of you, but we are just delighted for you. Today you have reached a level of education that very few in this country or indeed the history of the world have ever reached. You should really be proud of all you've accomplished. I mean, really, really proud. Having said that, y'all didn't do it alone. You're here today not only because of your hard work and your dedication, but also because of the support of family, of friends, and loved ones. So graduates, could you please stand, turn around, and give a big hand of applause to the people who were sitting behind you who helped make this all possible. All right. So there's one other group who's been instrumental in your getting to this moment, and that's the faculty and staff. We pride ourselves here on the personal touch, on the attention we pay to you. And our goal is to provide you with the best possible legal education out there. And you see the professors in the classroom. I'm sure many of you have seen Tammy Vavra in the registrar's office. But there's a lot of other people involved. So could you give a round of applause for your professors and the staff that made all of this possible? So I want to pause for a moment and say a few words about the pandemic. It's affected each and every one of us attending here tonight. Within the law school, of course, the effects were evident, right? We had to go online, we had to do hybrid, we had to wear masks, we had to do the damned daily health check. But a number of effects of the pandemic were less visible. Some of us lost friends and family, some of us got sick. All of our lives have been deeply, deeply disrupted by this. And I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the struggles, but I also want to let you know how proud we are of you for persevering through it all. And in particular, we're proud of how you came together and helped each other. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Law school isn't easy under the best of circumstances, and these were certainly not the best of circumstances. Thomas Paine, writing during the American Revolution, famously stated that these are the times that try men's souls. So updated for gender inclusivity, right, he could be writing about today. And I want to thank you all for your grace and understanding as we've all struggled together to try to make this work. And I think you should all give yourselves another big round of applause for making it through during this difficult time. Now, when most people hear the word law school, they think about lawyers, and they should, because for about 150 years, that's what law schools did. They produced lawyers. I mentioned at the beginning that we are actually here to celebrate people earning 5 different degrees, 3 of which are for non-lawyers. And I just wanted to note that one of the things that we are proudest of here at ASU is our effort to democratize and expand legal education. For better or worse, there's a legal aspect to everything you will do in life. And there are plenty of people who don't want to be lawyers, but who need to know something about the law. And we are really, really proud of what we've accomplished here with those of you who are not getting your JDs or LLMs. This year is the very first year of the MHREL degree, which is the Masters of Human Resources and Employment Law. And so we're really proud to add that to the degrees. And stay tuned, because who knows what else we're going to come up with. If you got any ideas, let us know, by the way. So okay. A few weeks ago, we held a graduation dinner, and we honored a number of award winners among the graduating classes. And I really wish that we had the time here tonight to recognize all of you up here on the stage. But as I understand it, there's something in the Geneva Conventions about the length of a graduation. And so we're trying desperately to stay under that. We love all of our award winners. They are all listed in your program, so please take a look in the program and check out the people who won the awards. However, there are 4 whom we want to recognize up here on the stage. So when I say your name, please come on up and I will hand your award, and then stay up. Feel free to clap after each person is announced. So the Outstanding Master of Legal Studies Graduate Award recognizes a student who demonstrates academic achievement and professional leadership and enhances the reputation of ASU Law beyond the legal community. And this year's award went to Shannon Taylor. Shannon? All right. You can just stand there, and we'll call up your co-winners. Next up, the John S. Armstrong Award goes to the JD student. To a JD student, and is awarded by the faculty on the basis of academic performance and contributions to ASU Law. This year's award goes to Madison Leak. The Strauss Prize recognizes a student whose academic strengths, contributions to the Center of Law Science and Innovation, and personal qualities closely mirror those of beloved faculty member, Professor Dan Strauss. This year's award goes to Matthew Ruth. And finally, the Rodney K. Smith Award recognizes a student who represents academic excellence as well as dedication and service to the Alan Bud Selig Sports Law and Business Program, the ASU Law community, and the sports industry. And this year's award goes to Nora Dulesky. So let's give them all a big round of applause. Congratulations. Thank you. All right. Okay, so another group deserves special mention tonight. Being a lawyer affords a unique opportunity to help others and help improve the communities in which we live and work. And each year, more than 90% of you in the JD class participate in public service through externships, clinics, or pro bono activities. This class contributed more than 100,000 hours of public service. And it's unbelievable, on top of a full law school curriculum. So congratulations to you. You guys are amazing. I hope you'll always remember this experience fondly, and that you will continue the practice of public service when you leave us. It's an important part of being a lawyer, and we hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you do more of it. There's another group that we want to acknowledge, a group of graduates who have come to us after a stint in the military, our veterans. So if you served in the military, could you please stand up and be recognized? All right. Thank you for your service. Finally, we want to thank the 3L class for its generous class gift, which will help fund a new Tammy Vavra Scholarship. For those of you who don't know Tammy, she's the law school's registrar, and over the past 35 years, she has helped countless students in myriad ways. And it's hard to imagine a better way to honor her than with something that helps students. If there is justice in the world, this will, over time, become the largest student scholarship we award. But in the meantime, I just want to thank the 3L class for their support of Tammy, their recognition of all she does. So on behalf of the law school and on behalf of Tammy, thank you. So often you end up at a graduation with one graduation speaker. But as I said before, we have 5 different degrees being awarded tonight. And we thought it more appropriate to have 2 different speakers. So I am delighted to introduce our first speaker of the evening, an ASU law alum and the first woman chief judge for the District of Arizona, the Honorable Rosalind O. Silver. Judge Silver was the first woman appointed in the Phoenix Division, the second woman appointed in the District of Arizona. Before becoming a judge, she served as criminal division chief and acting first assistant for the U.S. Attorney's Office here in Phoenix. She teaches a law science cluster group for the JDs, as well as a Master of Legal Studies online course on the constitutional law. In the interest of time, I won't list all of her awards. Suffice it to say, she has been a fabulous friend of the law school and a tremendous asset to Arizona. So with that, please give a warm welcome to Judge Silver.
Let me just first say to all of you, this is an honor for me to share this with you. I have never given a convocation speech. And as I came up here and took my seat, I thought, you know, this is a little bit like a courtroom, except I'm generally sitting with basically 30 people, or people about 30 feet away from me. The big difference is you're smiling. No one smiles in my courtroom. So thank you, Adam, for this privilege. About 80 years ago, my mom and my dad independently traveled from Chicago to Phoenix because their educations had been abruptly canceled because they contracted tuberculosis. They married in Phoenix, and they set about helping their 3 children, my brother, sister, and me, try to accomplish our dreams. Boy, what a different place it was then, 80 years ago. Phoenix had a population of less than 50,000. There were no TVs. We had a phone, but making a long-distance phone call was cost prohibitive. And the best part, no air conditioning. So my mom would wet sheets and hang them from a clothesline, and we had fans that blew on them, and we'd sleep outside to keep it cool. But we didn't care as kids. We would get on our bikes and ride around in 115, it seems like 150 degree weather, and we amused ourselves by trying to come up with the funniest hot weather joke. And my brother won, and I'm sharing this with you. You know you live in Phoenix when you realize that asphalt has a liquid state. But only 22 years later, after my parents came to Phoenix, I started achieving my dreams when I entered the Arizona State University Law School, the beautiful and new law school. With only 4 other women, we became good friends. On the first day of school, I was greeted by an upperclassman who said to me, you know, you ought to rethink coming to the law school here, attending the law school, because we don't have any women's restrooms. And I took him seriously. I was scared anyway to be coming to law school with only another. I learned quickly they did, and I was very pleased that I didn't have to buy Depends underwear for 3 years. But so much has changed. It was only 10 years after I graduated. I graduated 50 years ago. The first woman was appointed to the Supreme Court of the United States, who happened to be a resident of Arizona, the great Justice Sandra Day O'Connor, and she is still here. And just think about this. On the first Monday in October of this year, almost 50% of the Supreme Court justices will be women. There will be 4 women seated on the Supreme Court of the United States. And 13 years ago, the first Hispanic was appointed to the Supreme Court, Justice Sotomayor. And as we all know, on the first Monday in October, the first black woman will be on the bench sitting with everyone else, Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson. What an extraordinary amount of changes there have occurred since I graduated. My first semester, I took a legal research course with a law professor we all really cared for, he was also the librarian. And he took us around all of the library to show us where the books were and kind of tell us what we were supposed to do with them. And he ended the class by saying, you know what, someday you're going to be doing research on computers. We were shocked. But let's look at today and what you have to look forward to. All of the new graduates will see artificial intelligence become the dominant technology. We already have it on a daily basis. We use Google, Westlaw, Lexis, and we sometimes, even judges, consult Surrey for legal matters. But artificial intelligence will become more prevalent and ubiquitous and will be central to our lives. The good news is that it's not going to replace lawyers. The sort of bad news is those who learn to use it will replace the lawyers who don't. Now, another area that you will see and already are seeing is that we are entering the genetic era, where we will get and use our genetic information for healthcare and many other uses. Already, for me, it was hard to believe this, but already over 1 million people have had their whole genome sequenced. It is expected that everyone will, within the next decade or two, have done the same. And that's because this information is vital for preventing and treating disease, all sorts of diseases, cancer, heart disease, and even infectious diseases like COVID. This genetic information will have all kinds of legal consequences for all of you, including forensic DNA, privacy issues, discrimination issues, family law, medical malpractice, criminal propensities, and toxic tort litigation, which are just a few. And what about vehicles? All vehicles are expected to be fully autonomous within the next couple of decades. That's 20 years. In fact, it is predicted that children born today, maybe your future children, will never have to get a driver's license. And what about flying cars? The Jetsons promised us this over half a century ago. Believe it or not, right now, there are at least a dozen companies developing flying cars, and they're beginning to pilot test them. So we all complain about traffic being congested and being dangerous. Can you imagine what it's going to be like with all these flying cars up there? It may be a personal injury lawyer's dream. America is a nation of innovators who have big dreams. That has always been the case. Just like my parents, just like me, and just like all of you. And why? Because the foundation of our country is based on individual liberties. Americans are free, equal men and women, marked by liberty at birth. As Americans, we claim to have a uniquely clear understanding of human nature, and we act in accordance with it. Has it been controversial? Has there been divisions? Have there been problems? Of course there has. Liberty is never easy. We have fought for it, we have watched over it, and we have certainly refined it. And we have been doing this for more than 400 years, since we were a floundering settlement in the New World. The founding generation created a more perfect union, not a perfect union. And the founders had no illusion that they had created a perfect government, because people are not perfect. So now and then, we all have to remind ourselves that liberty is mine, but it's yours, it's his, it's hers, it's theirs. Liberty is plural. We must experience it all together. But in America, we always get it right, don't we? As Winston Churchill famously said, "I don't worry about Americans. They always get it right, even after they have tried everything else first." So we have congratulations to all of you. I'm very excited for you. I know some of you. I know the Master of Legal Studies students some of you are here, and also some students, one right there in the front row. So follow your dreams. Never, never give up your dreams. But along the way in your pursuit, find time to respond to the needs of others with kindness and compassion. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge Silver. Our next speaker is also a law school alumna who has had a distinguished career both in private practice and in public service. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Ambassador Harriet Hattie C. Babbitt. So Ambassador Babbitt clerked for the Chief Justice of the Arizona Supreme Court, Jack Hayes. She has been a private practice attorney for many years, both here in Phoenix and also in Washington, D.C. She served as U.S. Ambassador to the Organization of American States, as the Deputy Administrator of the U.S. Agency for International Development. She currently serves as the co-chair of the Global Water Challenge and as Vice Chair of the National Democratic Institute for International Affairs. She's a board member of the Institute for the Study of Diplomacy at Georgetown University. So please help me welcome Ambassador Barrett.
Thank you, Dean. I'm a little worried about this microphone. Is this right? You can hear? Perfect. I'm very honored to have been asked to come back after some 50 years of the founding of ASU Law School. As part of the third graduating class, I feel as if I was kind of present at the creation. And I'd like to talk to you tonight about the first years of the law school, how its inspired leadership has continued over the years to create the outstanding institution from which you all were lucky enough to graduate. In doing that, I'll have some ideas to share about ASU Law School, about the practice of law, about the practice of life, and what Justice Sandra Day O'Connor's life teaches us about all those things. The somewhat casual process around my application to ASU Law School, I think, illustrates exactly how much has changed in 50 years. As was true of most of the women in the early classes, I lived in Phoenix because the man I'd agreed to marry got a job in Phoenix. In June of 1969, Bruce, my husband-to-be, and I were having kind of a grumpy dinner discussion where I was lamenting that I had no direction, I had nothing to do in this town that he'd brought me to. And in passing, he said, well, what men do when they don't know what to do is go to law school. It had never occurred to me to go to law school. The next morning, I drove to ASU Law School and went into the dean's office to ask what I needed to do to enroll. And the very nice woman behind the desk said, enroll? Well, she said, your grades look good, but what are your LSATs? And I said, what are LSATs? The long story short, I took the LSATs on one Saturday in August. We were married the next Saturday in August, and I started law school the day after we got back from our honeymoon. I'm quite confident that the admissions process is more demanding these days. ASU was very lucky to have a charismatic and determined first dean. It was a tiny team. Willard Pedrick had written the textbook on torts and taught torts in addition to being the full-time dean of a startup law school. But with his how much fun to start a new law school enthusiasm and the aided draw of good weather, he had attracted superb teaching talent from the very first. But the classroom experience for a young female first-year law school student in 1969 was tough. The discipline of the Socratic method was alive and well. And that meant that students, of course, had to stand to defend their analyses of the cases in question. The seating charts were alphabetical. As a student with the last name at the beginning of the alphabet, I was in the front row, and as a woman in a class with very, very few women, I stood out. The professors were all male, and it was nearly guaranteed that whenever a professor lost his place on the seating chart, he would call on me. I stood on my feet the whole first year, facing regular humiliation. I was not very good at thinking on my feet, and I was terrified. But that early training served me well when I became a trial lawyer. Law school was the first place that I really began to understand that you learn by doing. And defending an analysis of a case, verbally defending my analysis of a case, was good training for later defending my case, presenting my cases to judges and jurors. From day one, the law school stressed civic responsibility and the importance of being in service to the community. I was one of the early students in Bill Canby's pioneering Indian law seminar, the first seed of the currently highly regarded Indian law program. There were just a few of us. There were no textbooks, just Bill's Xerox cases and his brilliance and his generosity of spirit. For many decades, the small Tonto Apache tribe had been living on national forest land near Payson. A Phoenix lawyer named Joe Sparks had begun to represent the tribe pro bono in its quest to get a legally recognized reservation. Professor Canby volunteered me to be Joe's pro bono assistant. It was a great way to be useful to my new state of Arizona and to its community, and the tribe got its reservation. After law school, I clerked for the Chief Justice of the Arizona Supreme Court and eventually joined a law firm and practiced law in Phoenix for 20 years. On a bad day, practicing law is all about the tyranny of billable hours. That's for another discussion. On a good day practicing law, you have to marvel that someone is paying you to learn about a totally new area of life and law. Learning how to break down unfamiliar material and to understand it is one of the great gifts of legal training. Before law school, I had already traveled and lived in Mexico and in Europe and had acquired some useful skills. But the analytical skills that I acquired in law school were the key ones that have allowed me over the 50 years since to be a pretty good lawyer and to move into and out of other positions that I wouldn't have dreamt possible. I've been able to live an interesting and full life in no small part because in 1969, a brand new law school had a place for me. Before, during, and after law school, I had a vaguely defined interest in foreign affairs. I would have leapt at the opportunity provided by ASU's current International Rule of Law and Security program. But in 1969, how to do that from Phoenix? By chance, I became involved with a couple of international non-governmental organizations. They soon learned that they could call on me with little notice to go anywhere they needed someone. Angola had gained its independence from Portugal in 1975, but has spent nearly 2 decades in civil war. They were scheduled to have their first free and fair elections in 1992. Could I be in Angola to help prepare for the elections? Sure. Could I later go back with the UN to monitor and observe the elections themselves? Of course. Could I be in Czechoslovakia in 2 weeks to meet with small d Democrats from countries emerging from the former Soviet Union? Absolutely. In Nicaragua next month? Why not? In Peru? Yes. In Cuba? Sure. I learned at ASU Law School how to brief up quickly on a new task. International assignments like these allowed me to scratch my foreign policy itch and to create a credible resume in case the opportunity ever arose to get a real job in the foreign affairs world. That led me in 1993 to the Department of State, as Adam said, where I was the U.S. Ambassador to the Organization of American States, which is the multilateral organization for the Western Hemisphere. Adding legal training to my language skills helped make that possible. I was next confirmed as the Deputy Administrator of USAID with global responsibility, and that was the best job ever. Those international jobs underscore for me just how lucky we are to live in a country that values the rule of law and the systems of checks and balances designed to curb excesses by any one branch of government. They also gave me a profound admiration for the small d democratic activists seeking to adopt and perfect democratic systems and rule of law norms in their own country. What we're witnessing now in Ukraine makes me want to stand up and salute the Ukrainian people who are fighting not just for their independence, but to protect our shared Western values and norms. You may well prefer to focus your non-law practice on interests closer to home. Civic participation is the key. The idea is to make sure that you're practicing life and not just practicing law. I can make a good argument for getting into the nitty-gritty of supporting your local food bank or a community environmental group or supporting your local art scene. The point is to practice life with some of the same intensity that practicing law demands. It will make you a happier person and a better lawyer. So what does this have to do with Sandra Day O'Connor? Every one of her biographies tells us clearly that Supreme Court clerks got more than legal training. They got lessons in practicing life. An O'Connor clerkship was not just an apprenticeship in the law, but was also an apprenticeship in life, led by a can-do cheerleader who relished physical exercise, fly fishing, tennis, yoga at 8 a.m. in the Supreme Court for anyone who wanted to attend. She was an enthusiastic friend for people on both sides of the aisle. She and John loved to dance. She was a famously generous cook, using her kitchen as a place to gather people with different points of view over a meal. As one of her clerks related to a biographer, she was actually modeling a balanced life. Sandra O'Connor was a case study in identifying something that needed doing and doing it. Much of the doing it was tough. You almost surely already know the story that when she and John moved to Phoenix for his job at a Phoenix law firm, that she was unable to find a job as a lawyer at all. She ended up opening up a law office in a strip shopping center. To pay the rent, she and another lawyer took whatever cases walked in the door. Divorces, landlord-tenant disputes, court-appointed criminal cases, whatever. Sandra O'Connor was unique when she joined the United States Supreme Court, not just because she was a woman, but because she actually had her own law firm with her shingle over the door. She went on to be elected and serve in key positions in the Arizona legislature, then to win a seat as a Maricopa County trial judge, and then to be appointed to the Arizona Court of Appeals. Before joining the Supreme Court, she had served in 2 of the 3 branches of government. These jobs were life lessons in the importance of a system of checks and balances and the rule of law built into our system of government. When folks learn that I'm a lawyer of a certain age from Arizona, they always ask, do I know Sandra O'Connor? When I first started practicing law in the early 1970s, there were so few women in the law, I couldn't have helped but know Sandra O'Connor. As it happened, I was assigned to Judge O'Connor's court for my first trial to the court and for a number of subsequent jury trials as well. I was a brand new lawyer. She was a brand new trial judge. She was assigned to the least nice courtroom in the dark basement of the old Maricopa County Courthouse. But boy, did she control that court. Nobody messed with Judge O'Connor. As time went on, I had many occasions to witness her, what some have called her civic religion. After the fall of the Berlin Wall and the dissolution of the Soviet Union, the American Bar Association created the American Bar Association Central and Eastern European and Eurasian Legal Initiative. It was created to provide legal assistance to those countries that needed it in that time of transition. ABA Sealy was born with Justice O'Connor as its rock star board member. I was asked to join the Sealy board after I left government and had many opportunities to travel with her and to witness her commitment to the rule of law and getting the job done. She hosted the board meetings in the Supreme Court, which was convenient for her and a thrill to the rest of us. And she never missed an annual meeting of Sealy volunteers and board members ever. She not only modeled practicing law, but modeled respect for others in energetically engaging the volunteer lawyers and the citizens with whom they worked in Central and Eastern Europe and Eurasia. Not everyone would relish board meetings in Moscow or Belgrade, Serbia, or Tirana, Albania. But Sandra was there to learn and to encourage and embrace the rule of law wherever it could be done. She famously carried a copy of the United States Constitution in her purse and was likely to pull it out anytime the occasion permitted. Sandra Day O'Connor revered the law and celebrated life. I urge you to model Justice O'Connor's enthusiasm for law and for life. May all of you be fortunate enough to find a future that includes a reverence for the rule of law, an enthusiasm for the practice of life, and a commitment to public service. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Ambassador Babbitt. So graduates, if you're in the market for a role model, I got 2 of them right here. fantastic graduates of the law school, and if you're looking for where you want to be in 20, 30, 40 years, you can't do worse. Or better, excuse me. Geez. It's been a long year, okay? You cannot do better. I love both of you. All right, so we've gotten to the point that we've all been waiting for. One that marks the culmination of your hard-earned efforts. It's a chance to stand in front of your friends, your family, your loved ones, and to be recognized. That was actually also true of your undergraduate ceremonies, but this is slightly different. What marks today's festivities is the hooding ceremony, which dates back to the Middle Ages and signifies your transformation from a mere student into a master, or in the case of the JDs, into a doctor. In receiving this hood, you are entering into an elite group who have obtained an extraordinarily high level of education and learning, and who are actually sort of now in a position to turn around and teach others, to teach your friends, your family, your clients, your colleagues. And so before we start, I want to cover just a couple of logistics. So first of all, as you come up here to get hooded, every single fiber in your body will be telling you to duck down so that it can hood you. Don't do it. Stay standing. We've got tall people. They can get the hood over you. Just stand still. The second thing I want to say is that while this is a solemn occasion, it's really a celebration. So please feel free to applaud and make as much noise as you can when each name is called, each person comes up. Really have fun with it. So with those logistics out of the way, let's get started with the members of the class of 2020 who have joined us this evening, who are, or actually no, we're actually, I think we're doing it by degree. So I'll let the voice of God tell us what to do. But with that said, let's have at it.
This evening, Professor Ann Ching and Professor Kaipo Matsumura will be reading names. Professor Andrew Carter and the Director of the Sports Law and Business Program, Aaron Hernandez, will be hooding the graduates. ASU Law faculty will now begin conferring degrees, starting with Master of Laws graduates. The LLM is the highest legal degree awarded by ASU Law. This degree is for Juris Doctor graduates who want to deepen and expand their expertise.
Colleen S. Contreras. Alexis Iisha Gokul.
ASU Law faculty will begin conferring degrees for the Master of Legal Studies graduates. The MLS is for students who want to learn and apply legal principles to their industry.
Natalie Michelle Abagesha. Aishana Spillman. Alejandra Kirakosian. Sheila LaPointe Pontrelli.
Scott Sterich.
Pamela Harrison.
Sophia Ann Garcia.
Alexandra Picron.
Austin Matthew Lout.
Stella Foltz.
Walker James McCrae.
Sierra Marshall.
Robert Pivovar.
Calvin Bennett Woods.
Sarah McLeod.
Adam Ray McGuffey.
Kanaya Larice Jackson.
Madison Zalda Green.
Chloe Franco.
Trevor Joseph Palladino.
Marilyn Eleanor Castro.
William Cleveland Scott.
Ajane Samandalin Amakar Graham.
Joshua Smalls.
Elizabeth Ann Ford.
Christina Britoy.
Araceli Salgado.
Alexandra E. Castro.
Daniela Northall Milroy.
Wendy L. Bierke.
Kristen Lee Bumpus.
Susanna Elizabeth Verdugo.
Stephanie Jane Sherwood.
Janet Fisher.
Stephanie Wynn.
Jessica Merritt.
Caroline Marie Zemp.
Christina Luisa Ochoa.
Elizabeth Marcine Waters.
Monet Trainice Smith.
Nadia Maria Koyama Byrne.
Andrea Leona Case.
Dorothy Ann Davis.
Gail Janine Smith Tolliver.
Tara Martinez Andres.
Kelsey Rose Muller.
Wendell Tyrone Brown.
Melissa Lopez.
Sonia Saad.
Brett Baker.
Richard Allen Picard.
Stephen Ellis Lasley.
Dennis Dimitriou.
Jennifer Renee Bürgermeister.
Sandra Veronica Chavez.
Lisa Michelle Gaunt. Christian Stephanie Chicas. Erica Saldana. Paige Hunter Duke. Patrick Arthur. Santino Anthony Martoni. Kendra Monique Dixie. Dylan Robert Cole. Emma Patricia McLaurin Carlson. Stephanie Lisbeth Wolf. Shannon Taylor. Sally Emma Young. Brittany Austin Shadowsheen. Brianna Constance Wilson. Jessica Lynn Fry. Mariana Maldonado. Stephanie Antoinette Poe. Rochelle James. Elizabeth Rose Rodriguez. Tara Livingston. Jonathan Shepard. McKenna Pace Cole. Daniel Ignacio Terrazano. Jessica Ramirez. Casey Fierro. Lizette Gonzalez Villa. Lyndon Beltran. Cassandra Paula Paredes. Jacqueline Danielle Tarkington. Chip Lowry. Lainey Davidson. Adrian Darnell Williams. Janine Denise Edekai. Patricia Ann Cunningham.
ASU Law faculty will begin conferring degrees for the Master of Human Resources and Employment Law. This new degree develops graduates who identify and analyze legal issues to navigate the critical human resources processes and problems associated with the American workplace.
Amanda Marie Fisher. Jacqueline Lee Clens. Sylvia Lopez. Io Oliver. Mark Jeffrey Davis.
ASU Law faculty will begin conferring degrees for the Master of Sports Law and Business graduates. This unique degree combines sports law and the business principles necessary to solve problems in the sports industry.
Timothy Walker Osborne III. Ethan R. Good. Yusra Manar. Kirtana Bhatt.
Chandler Aaron Wazak.
Ivy Michaela Ritchie.
Michael Dante Gearland.
Alexis Marie Davidson.
Matthew Sconzano.
Ashley Summer Fitzgerald.
Lorato G. Sargent.
Joseph Vincent Gulia.
Cameron Armin Kavlovic.
Kyle Kali'i La'au.
Jordan Brown.
Richard Gregory McCone.
Gustavo Adolfo Gonzalez.
Abby Mae Hansen.
Ronnie Jane Jackson.
Zachary Kopel.
Evan William Singletary.
Amanda Marie and Dallas.
Major Dwayne Woods Jr.
Nora Dulesky.
Gregory Daniel Emmons.
Rebecca Childress.
Liesel Lee Babica.
Renee Matushak.
Alyssa Rodarte.
Colin Giuliani.
Parker Ferris.
Ethan Cutler.
Stephanie Ann Paget.
Carter Owen Barry Swift.
Aaron Castro.
David DiEzo. Mackenzie Elizabeth Hovsepian. Carson Miller. Julian Santos Garcia Bowerly. Dalton Carlisle. Callan P. Coleman. Connor Schenk. Salvatore Michael Caprita. Jordan Ryan Perez. Dylan Bruce Wheeler.
And lastly, ASU Law faculty will begin conferring degrees for the Juris Doctor graduates, our future lawyers.
Colton G. Powell.
Catherine Rose Trummer Bradshaw.
Elise Nicole Pay.
Madison Page Leak.
Jesse Armfield.
Matthew Ruth.
Jake Rapp.
Grace Diamond.
Victoria Ann Wistoff.
Ashlyn Nicole Saenz Ochoa.
Christina Jovanovic.
Cecilia M. Mendez.
Mega Singh.
Karina Silva Arellano.
Caitlin Doak.
Jacob Brown.
Austin Tyler Marshall.
Kaylee Ivy.
Cody Matera.
Joseph Esses.
Laura Emily Tomaszewski.
Theo Hinson.
Alexandria Janelle Saquella.
Nicholas William Merritt.
Kristen Marie Hooker.
Gideon Chanello.
Cameron Claire Stanley.
Samuel Wu.
Ara Kong.
Noah Shanholzer.
Ling Yun Ye.
Benjamin J. Daniello.
Yu Tsing Shu.
Owen Prescott Sandstrom.
Andrea Savage.
Mark Sanderson.
Katarina Elise Raptis.
Riley Williams.
Liliana Elliott.
Brian Burton Todd Jr.
Jacob Broussard.
Colleen Contreras.
Amanda J. Julian.
Scarlett Rose Rush.
Anthony Julian.
Kayla Polk.
Sierra Belial.
Tyann K. Marshall.
Kiani Lasala.
Alyssa R. Padilla.
Michael Bayham.
Rachel Galasso Christensen.
Philip Alexander Tomas.
Casey Fountain.
Anna Borwinkle.
Jillian Knox.
Rebecca Freed.
Renee Guerin.
Andrew Kotlinski.
Caitlin Ann Gill.
Tyler Hughes.
Ariel Alvarez.
Mitchell S. Antalis.
Julide Menchek.
Jacob Stock.
MacArthur Lanakila Stant II.
Mahek Sodi.
Dwight Witherspoon.
Rainey Suzanne Cooper.
Dallin A. Echohawk.
Alexa Victoria Peñalosa.
Zane Ristow.
Muhammad Ali J. Abdullah.
Brian B. Burge.
Chelsea Hayes.
Aaron Christopher Meyer.
Abigail L. Olson.
Jose Antonio Sanchez Hernandez.
Aurora Marie Walker.
Elizabeth Nanez.
Anthony Christopher Proano.
Vanessa Stockwell.
Sara Fabiola Selvaraj.
Katerina Araceli Hernandez.
Amy Elizabeth Harvey.
Kira Elise Dara.
Alex J. Rudolph.
Kate Wheeler Peterson.
Alexis Proper.
Jason B. Wood.
Michael Shaw.
Adam Vincent Caskey.
Michelle Elizabeth Gaynor.
Abigail G. Smith.
Joshua Davis Kalanick.
Leslie Marie George.
Zachary Kutchler.
Brant Wasden.
Raymond Kim.
Parker D. Jackson.
Malcolm Alexander Giles.
Josh H. Bethay.
Alexander Raymond Curl.
Dallin B. Hendricks.
Nora Wells.
Jordan John Esser.
Trevor Bryce Cook.
Colson Brack, France.
Irvin Ray Williams.
Caleb Roloff.
Lucas J. Minnick.
Jonathan Chavez.
Woo Sung A. Kim.
Matthew Ryan French.
Jake H. Taylor.
Tyler Vess Thomas.
Chris Beecher.
Spencer Mark Wilkinson.
Taylor R. Norman.
Alexander Ray Hartman.
Michael Vincent Amato.
Emily Nicole McGill.
Rachel Hill.
Alexandra Glover.
Candice Bigodi.
Morgan Lynn Thomas.
Cynthia Lynn Freeman.
Bernadette Ishak.
Sarah Brunswick.
Melissa A. Chandley.
Michael O'Neill.
Catherine Sweat.
Sarah Elise Summers.
Aiden Jessica Tarr.
Molly Walker.
Sierra Caitlin Apianis.
Juan Carlos Sasueta Jr.
Isaac Patrick Court Mead.
Alexandra Eagle.
Pamela E. Rattinger.
Taylor Hamill.
Hillary Edwards.
Sydney Ann Finley.
Sierra Moore.
Pierce Libby.
Jasmine Kamal.
Eric Z. Broidigam.
Mitchell Walker Jensen.
Elizabeth Ray Murphy.
Sharon R. Foster.
Tessa Ray Patterson.
Audrey K. Blakely.
Riley Robinson Jelinek.
Dana Puanani Rawlick.
Baron Becker.
Liza Mawang Lawson Rizoldi.
William Lounsbury.
Kyle Minardi.
Daniel Joshua Goldberg.
Lauren Pauls.
Joseph Weissman.
Jerry King Jr.
Aaron R. Clark.
Jill McEldowney.
Nathan Acorn.
Nicholas R. Ferraro.
Jacob Wilson.
Pablo Esteban Castellanos.
Monica Ashley Nolan.
Emily Hastings.
Hannah Mackenzie Eaton.
Vijayta Kanabar.
Chloe N. Diaz.
Caroline D. Kitlowski.
Christina Timur-Balativ.
Eric Mormon.
Jack Lee Horstman.
Priyal Yogesh Thakur.
Samantha Jo Brown.
Arpita Kundu.
Emily Parker.
Ryan Quinn Barr McCoy.
Andrew Jacobson.
Richard L. Adams.
Savannah Wright.
Evan R. Steele.
Jacinda Stevens.
Joel A. Truitt.
William Bassoff.
Jordan Ashley Ego.
Nicholas Theodore Donta.
Teddy Dominique Gonzalez.
Chandler Katura Smith.
Brendan Leader.
Nyla Brane Knox.
Corrine Heinstein.
Janessa Ella Doyle.
Brett Christopher Woolley.
Victoria J. Holly Crittenden.
Bianca Ariel Onstead Cortez.
Carter Santini.
Sean Marie Steenstra.
Elisa Creary Schur.
Samantha Hope Gilchrist.
Brianna Pachuilo.
Satyan Bhatia.
Chance Matthew Barrett.
Sophie Claire Carney.
David A. Herman.
Rivalee Furland.
Kenneth Ryan Moody.
Katie Warren.
Simon Alexander Hawks.
Brendan Rail Hecht.
Teo Dragic.
Daniel Irvin Kaiser.
Victor Pinera.
Casey O. Miller.
Tomas A. Hull.
Alexandra Nathy.
Tyler Allen Griffith.
Allison Lunday Gloss.
Sean Dix.
Bree Alford.
Jace Christopher Riley.
Ian Cobb.
Daniela Lurtzman.
Joe Stryler.
Risa Rahman.
Caitlin Elizabeth Smith.
Michael Apple.
Mackenzie E. Robinson.
Kevin Udo Figgy.
Hannah N. Ranke.
Madeline Ann Lewis.
Roman Buss.
Katie Sue Embley.
Landon Tyler Maxwell.
Justin DeLuca.
Monia Nicole Cohen.
Cole Krabari.
Danica Marzillier.
Alexandra Masden Griffiths.
Shayna Frieden.
Mackenzie Ellen List.
Jonathan Moranesso.
John Austin Butzer. Austin M. Vale. Eric Wilkins. Andy Lee Humphreys. Joshua Thomas Doty. Erica Morgan Weiler. Rebecca Montoya. Sarah Ashley Lichterman. Hayden Ashley DiLorenzo. Jenny Lynn Adams. Matthew Robert Holt. Maxine Marie Hart. Theo Perone Offrichtig. Yiying Wang. Amelia Koshaba. Alyssa Meredith Sherry. Timmy Lee. Yunjae Iris Lim. Elizabeth Jianyue Baxter. Kristen E. Morrill. Lindsay Ficklin. Timothy Newman. Ina Cohen. Amanda Spakowski. Sydney Craig Brewer. Trent Isaac Waller. Cameron Willis. Cole Lyons. Robert Connolly. Sarah Y. Kaiser. Brianna Taylor Minjarez.
Jane Mendy Iben.
Please welcome back to the podium Adam Chodorow, Co-Interim Dean of the Sandra Day O'Connor College of Law.
Hey, congratulations to the classes of 2020, 2021, and 2022. You made it. Now, as you could see, there were some logistical issues. Clearly, we haven't done this for a couple of years. I'm thinking that we should try to do it one more time, see if we can get a little faster. No? Okay. Well, so today marks the end of your formal legal education, but it does not mark the end of your connection to this law school. You didn't just attend a law school, you joined a family. And like family, we, the faculty, staff, we will always be here for you. And I must say, for us, this is actually quite a bittersweet moment because you're leaving us. You know, one of the greatest joys of teaching is watching you all go out, chart your courses, build your careers, and we really hope that you will come back, you'll stay in touch, you'll tell us about it. No living in our basement, just I'm putting that out front. But please do keep in touch. You're also joining a vast network of the ASU Law alumni, and whose successes, dedication, and support have really made this school what it is today. Now at this moment, other schools with a captive audience might pitch you for money, and we all know that that would be wrong. That would be quite gauche. But as a tax professor, I feel like I have the sacred obligation to give you one more lesson before we let you go. Now, I just happen to have the tax code right here. And I thought I would read to you from one of my favorite sections of the code. So it is Title 26, Subtitle A, Chapter 1, Subchapter B, Part 6, Section 170A, which provides in relevant part, there shall be allowed as a deduction any charitable contribution as defined in subsection C. So for those of you who might be wondering, subsection C says, for purposes of this section, the term charitable contribution means a contribution or gift to or for the use of any entity organized and operated exclusively for religious, charitable, scientific, literary, or educational purposes. So we'll be in touch. And yes, that was a threat, not a promise. So we traditionally end here with a dean's charge. And my first thought was to tell you to go out and do good in the world, but you already know that, like over 100,000 hours of public service. Instead, what I want to do is take a moment, as Ambassador Babbitt did, and reflect a little on the life and career of the school's namesake, Sandra Day O'Connor. Justice O'Connor was a tireless public servant who devoted her career to serving others, whether as a legislator, a judge, and even in retirement. And while most of us will never achieve that level of service, her example should inspire us all. She eschewed ideology and instead sought compromise and pragmatic solutions to the problems she encountered. And as a result of that, I think she had a far greater influence than she might otherwise have had. And then finally, she had grit, right? As we heard that when she graduated from law school, she couldn't get a job as a lawyer because she was a woman. She didn't fold, she didn't quit. Instead, she worked tirelessly and found a way around the block and has ended up as one of the great figures in American history. And while the world has changed since Justice O'Connor graduated from law school, thanks in part to people like her and to our two speakers today, actually, you're all going to hit roadblocks as you go through time. And when that happens, please remember that you are now part of a warm and supportive community that includes the friends you've made here, it includes the professors you've had, the staff you've met, and the alumni that you're about to join. We're all here for you, and we always will be. But your greatest weapon, your greatest resource as you go through life will always be you. So my charge to you is quite simple. It's to keep in mind Justice O'Connor's commitment to public service, her search for common cause, common ground, and her grit in the face of adversity. These traits served her well, and they would do the same for you as you head out and navigate the world. So this brings us to the end of our program. We will not be processing out this evening. Rather, before we head out, let's all stand and give a real big round of applause to our graduates. Congratulations, everybody. You did it. So thank you for coming. Stay safe and stay healthy. Night, everybody.